Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about coppicing and pollarding. Today we're going to pollard these two trees here, and I know some of it's going to kind of look like coppicing. Now, the difference between the two is usually pollarding is cut at the crotch, basically cutting the limbs where the knuckles are. Like, so this is basically the knuckle or the crotch, that's what I call it. And we're going to be taking it off here. And then we're going to cut this one down here too as well, basically the same length, and we're going to get all new growth on these two trees. Now again, this is a little bit of an experiment, even though it's been done for like hundreds of years. But we're gonna do a little experiment, because if it doesn't work out, that's okay. These trees are not very good producers, and the fruit is way too high. This tree got way overgrown, so I can't get up to the fruit. So we're going to cut it down so it's a little more manageable. So we're definitely going to get at it right here. So stay tuned. We're gonna take it off, and I'm gonna show you a little bit more. We got some new growth here. Again, these are like water sprouts. It's gonna take a few years to start getting the fruit back to it, but I think this is gonna be best for these trees to bring them down. It'll get more light in here as well, but we definitely want to make sure that we can get to the fruit when it does start to fruit. So let's get at it. We got the chainsaw revved up, and don't forget to wear your safety glasses. I'm not gonna show this part, but I'm going to show you after each little cut that I make, and then you can kind of see how it starts to come down. We're going to drop it. They're pretty big branches, so we're going to drop it just right so it doesn't land on some of my other products here. We've got some pawpaws up in the front, and let's get started. That's pollarding for this tree. Nice, and it's spelled P-O-L-L-A-R-D-I-N-G for pollarding. And that's what we're gonna do. Now it's gonna create a whole bunch of new growth all in here, as in water sprouts, and that's what we want. And then come next winter, we're gonna come in here and we're gonna prune it up and start keeping our scaffolding branches. So now this is gonna be a lot easier to work with. Now we gotta get onto the pear, which is a lot bigger. We're gonna drop that big piece down. We're gonna cut back these side branches and just kind of pollard them as well. And then we're gonna call it a day. I just wanted to point out coppicing is when you cut down lower and it grows water sprouts from the small stump. So the way to remember that is coppicing starts with a C, which means close to the ground. And pollarding is the one that's the other one. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get these cleaned up, and the best time to do it is probably right now. I'm probably a little bit late. There's gonna be some cold weather coming in this week, but a lot of rain, and it's getting warmer out, closer to spring. Best time to do this, late winter. I didn't get around to doing it, so I'm doing it now. Better to get it done now than not at all. So I really wanted to see what would happen if we really did a good prune to this and really pull it down. So this is actually a good example of my first prune job, and I did it wrong. So I did a lot more studying, and a lot of my other trees are pruned a lot better. So we're gonna get back into this. So stay tuned, let's get this one taken care of. So there you have it, folks. 2 fruit trees that are pollard. So, like I said, I'm going to be working with what's left, and when the water sprouts come in, we're going to let them just build, and then we're going to do some pruning and pick and choose our main scaffolding branches, but at least now we have something a little easier to work with. This is just a short video this week. I got a whole bunch of cleanup. Nobody wants to see me do that, so I'm going to leave you here for now and come back next week, and we'll see about getting another video done for you. It's that time of year that if I get a nice dry day or two, I'll be doing the copper sulfate for the peach leaf curl. So gotta watch that video. I'll try to leave that one at the end there, how to mix and how to use it. So stay safe, come back next week, and take care.